Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix 2018. Let's get started. Okay, I'm sure I have forgotten many things, but I've got everything I can think of right now, so we'll see how well this goes. So the first thing I'm going to need to look into is we want a machine that will take care of the quadrupling of ores for us. So we've got the induction smelter with the pyroclast upgrade and an auxiliary component to make it faster. And then we're going to use some upgrade kits to take these from basic machines to, better machines. So let's start with that. So, all right, there we go. So that's going to be the machine that quadruples our ores for us. All right, the next thing we're going to need is the stuff that we can put into that. So we're going to need to put cinnabar, the ore, and blazing pyrotheum. So to get cinnabar, we need to have a fluid transposer that takes cinnabar and pipes and fills it with gelid cryotheum. So here's our fluid transposer. We're going to upgrade it, and we're going to give it speed upgrades too, 2 of those. So there we go. That's going to be for that. So if we had gelid cryotheum, it would go in here. It's going to come from the system. So we'll figure out how to do that in a minute. So let's keep going. We also need blazing pyrotheum. And to get blazing pyrotheum, we need a magma crucible. So here's the magma crucible. Upgrade that. And we're going to put cryotheum or pyrotheum dust into this to get the blazing pyrotheum. And then we'll extract that into the system. So again, we'll hold off on that for just a minute. All right, so we've got blazing pyrotheum, we've got cinnabar. That takes care of that. But to make the cinnabar, we're going to need, lost my train of thought for a minute. All right, to make the cinnabar, we're going to need the gelid cryotheum. And to make gelid cryotheum, we're going to need another magma crucible. So let's get that out. And again, we'll upgrade that guy. So there's the magma crucible, which will make gelid cryotheum for us. And it will do that from cryotheum dust. So what's left? We've got a fluid transposer and a glacial precipitator. So the fluid transposer is going to get us the blizz powder we need, and that's part of the recipe for the cryotheum dust. So let's put that there, and we're going to upgrade him. And then finally, the glacial precipitator will create snowballs for us, and we're going to use that to put in the fluid transposer to create the blizz powder we need. Alright, so there's all of our machines. I did forget a couple of upgrade kits, and I'm not entirely sure how the system is going to connect together just yet. So let's see here. Let's get a couple of auxiliary reception coils for the glacial precipitator. Probably won't need them, but we'll go ahead and put them in there. Alright, so because you're going to create my blizz powder, you are going to take your inputs from the left and you are going to output to the right. You are going to create snowballs, and that's what you're going to do. And you are going to pretty much always do this as long as you have water. So is there a source of water down here? Nope, there's not. That's okay though, the system has water in it, so we can get water from the system. And that is what we'll have to do first. So we're going to need to figure out what we need for all of these machines. So the first thing I know we'll need is an exporter for water. So let's go ahead and get that. I believe I have one exporter. I know I'll need more of those. And I'm going to need a bucket full of water to filter out what we're trying to put in there. So let's get some cables. And let's get a bucket. And I'm not sure why I have a bucket full of biofuel in there. So let's just, put that somewhere more useful. Oh, I guess I can't. Alright. We'll do something with that later. Can I dump it in here like this? Yeah, I can. Cool. Alright. So, we'll go ahead and leave these things. So, I need a bucket of water. Let's steal that for a minute. And I need my Rod of the Seas to replace that bucket of water. Okay. So, I've got a single exporter, and it's going to go on this glacial precipitator, and it's going to export fluids. It's going to export water. So once that's connected, it should work. I'm going to change this to be disabled, at least for now. So what else is going to need fluids? Well, the induction smelter will need blazing pyrotheum. It's also going to need other things, though. We might have to have another way to get things to this. We might have to put an interface down here with some items. Yeah, because we're going to need, we're going to need different kinds of items and filters and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to have to make that I forgot to make. Having a few more range upgrades would help. How many can you take? You can take 4. You've only got 1 in you. Let's go ahead and make 3 more range upgrades for that thing. There we go. That should work. Alright, and while we're here, we'll go ahead and make that interface for the items we're going to put in there. That might take a minute. I need to do some auto crafting of some of these things. I just haven't got to that yet because the resource count has been so very, very low. Alright, so there's the interface we'll use to export items and put them into these machines. Now we're also going to need those range upgrades so that I can, use my wireless thing downstairs. There we go. You're now 48 blocks away. So I should be able to use you from in here now. Cool. Alright, so we've got a few item conduits, but we don't need them right now. What we need are some filters. So I don't know how many we're going to need. Let's see. We're going to need to filter the induction smelter, the fluid transposer. This one won't take items in. It's just going to take items out and put them into the system. Magma Crucible will take items into the system. Same thing here. And this will go into the system as well. Okay, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 filters. That sounds right. Let's try that. Alright, so there's some basic item filters. Actually probably we'll want a bigger item filter for the induction filter later on. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, do we have any cinnabar right now? I think I've got a few left over. Yep, I've got 3. So, okay, you are going to be an insert and an extract, but you're going to have to insert on a different channel. So we'll do that. And I'm not seeing the refined storage conduits running all the way over there. So let's get some refined storage conduits to fix that problem. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can put that, I'm thinking right here. Alright, so we need to go 1 more over with the refined storage. We're going to put the interface right there. Okay, so you are going to be probably an insert and an extract of items. You're going to extract on the brown channel, and we'll start with some cinnabar. So let's export whatever we have in there, and let's get an item filter for you. And we're going to filter what you can accept. And one thing you can accept is cinnabar. Don't know what that was about. That's okay. Alright, so you can take, we're definitely going to need more things in here. I mean, right now it's going to be, cinnabar and iron and gold. Okay, so let's see what happens when we say we want you to extract always active. I bet your machine's not signaled to accept from the bottom. There we go. Okay, so there's the cinnabar. Also need to get you gold and iron ingots to process. So let's get some iron and gold ore. Here's a piece of iron and a piece of gold. And for now, we'll just say you're going to keep one piece of that in there. And I still need those for the filter. So right now, these are the only thing I care about quadrupling. Yeah, he's going to go until he pulls this up, so that's going to be fine. Should probably keep these in multiples of 4. That way it will pull out, whatever it can. Okay, so we're going to say we do not want you running. In fact, I don't want any of these machines running yet. So let's just make sure they're all set to a redstone signal for now. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, you come back here. Alright, so now we will be putting cinnabar and gold or iron ore into this machine. So we also need to put blazing pyrotheum in there. So we're going to need another exporter. This one will be for blazing pyrotheum. So let's see here. Where's my wireless guy? I'll go ahead and ask for 2, because I bet we'll need at least 2. We're going to need the blazing pyrotheum here. Nah, I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so other items we need to keep stocked in here is going to be the pyrotheum dust and the cryotheum dust. Okay, so we're also going to need a crafting upgrade to make sure that you can make those things. Alright, so you are going to get a pyrotheum dust and a cryotheum dust. Oops, wrong slot. That's where I meant to put them. Okay, again, I'll just keep 4 in there at all times, so whenever we can eventually. And let's get the crafting upgrade so that this interface can make those things. Alright, now it should be able to make the pyrotheum dust. The cryotheum dust it can't make yet, it doesn't know how to do that. Or it does, but it doesn't know how to make whiz powder. So it's probably just waiting on that right now. Alright, so now we're going to put we're going to put the pyrotheum dust into one of them and the cryotheum dust into another one. Alright, so let's see here. So you are a magma crucible. You're going to insert on the brown channel, and you're going to have a filter, and you are going to take in just... Maybe we could have done this with one crucible, sort of putting it back in the system. Oh well, that's fine. We'll leave it like it is. Alright, so you are inserting, so it means you need to insert. There we go. Alright, so it's going to make a ton of that stuff, and that's fine for now. Alright. Huh. I guess you can't make any more pyrotheum dust. That's okay. Alright, and you are going to be the cryotheum dust. So we will filter you for cryotheum dust. And you are going to be an insert on the brown channel. And we're going to say the bottom is your import. There we go. So there we go. We'll have gelid cryotheum and blazing pyrotheum. And we need to import those things into the system. Now, this fluid transposer is going to take the gelid cryotheum and make blizz powder. So that's the first thing we're going to have to do for that. So let's see here. We need to export cinnabar ore. Alright, we'll get the cinnabar ore, and we'll just, try to keep 4 stocked in here. And now you are going to be an insert on brown, and you're going to filter for cinnabar. There we go. We'll give you all the cinnabar. Alright. Okay. So now he should be fine on cinnabar. And now all we need to do is get an exporter for him to get the other stuff. So I made 2 exporters. I need 2 exporters so far. So let's get these things. And we can rotate this guy with a wrench. So I need a bucket of blazing pyrotheum. I don't need that bucket of water anymore. Let's see here. Okay, so let's put these buckets into the system, and then we'll get not a bucket of lava, a bucket of stuff we don't have. Okay, so here's going to be our filter bucket. So you are going to be an exporter of fluids of blazing pyrotheum. So if there was any blazing pyrotheum in the system, it would now go into the induction smelter. There's no slot for that, but I'm guessing it's going to be the blue side. And you are supposed to be gelid cryotheum. And we don't have any of that either. But let's see here. We could probably get 4 of those. So let's see here. To get 4 of those, we would need some cryotheum dust. We don't have any blizz powder. Let's see here. To get some blizz powder, we would need to use the fluid transposer with some snowballs. Alright, do we have any snowballs? I've got 20 of them. I feel like 20 is the right number, because I think it's like half of that will get us a bucket or something. So let's get a bucket of liquid XP, and we'll put that in the fluid transposer. This should give us the blizz powder I need. Okay. I think I'm going to need 1 more bucket of liquid experience. Okay, so I'm hoping that will take care of that. So let's go get some cryothium dust. I believe... Oh yeah, we don't have any snowballs anymore. Hold on. Let's see here. 4, 8, 12, 16, that's enough. Okay, cryothium dust. I should need 4 of these. I kind of thought you'd be in the system. Are you... Did I export you downstairs? Yep, sure did. Okay, that's fine. We only need 4. That should get us a bucket from this magma crucible. Oh, it goes in here. Okay, that's fine. There we go. We'll fill that up and get us a bucket of that, which will be yanked through the system. That's fine. Okay, there we go. A gelid cryothium bucket to do our filtering. Perfect. So now that is what you are, and that's what you are going to be in a minute. Yes, you are going to be gelid cryothium. No, you're going to be fluid gelid cryothium. So there we go. If we could export, we'd be exporting gelid cryothium into you. And then you would fill that up and you'd give us actual cinnabar instead of Thaumcraft cinnabar. So there we go. So that's working properly. That's working properly. So, okay. So we're going to need some cables to connect the rest of the machines over there. And you should be getting water now. Okay, and you are. Okay. Fluid transposer. Oh, you're supposed to do liquid XP. Okay, we need one more exporter. Alright, one more exporter. And then I think I have a bucket of liquid XP on me. Yep, there it is. So is the exporter done? That was quicker than I anticipated. Alright, so where's this guy? Okay, so you are going to be an exporter for fluids of liquid XP, and you're going to take, there we go. There we go, we'll have liquid XP in this tank. We'll get snowballs from over here. It will make Blizz powder. We will export the Blizz powder to the downside, which will go back to the interface. Let's see here. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, let's see here. I guess, actually, we want importers here to import this stuff. Okay, so let's get a couple importers. Because we'll need that to go into the system. Alright, so how are my importers coming? Got 1, there we go, got 2, cool. Alright, so you are going to go out the top, and we will just import fluids into the system. And yeah, that looks like it ought to work. Okay, so let's test this out a little bit. If I tell you to run, you should be making that, and it should be coming into here, and that's what's happening. Perfect. So we are making pyrotheum dust. Well, we would be if we had the material. We don't, but we will in a minute. I haven't taught how to turn blaze rods into blaze powder, so that's fine. So we are taking the pyrotheum dust, making blazing pyrotheum, and then putting it in this system. Alright, now what about gelid cryothium? So cryothium dust goes in there, it gets melted up, and it goes into the system. So there we go. There's our gelid cryothium. And that should be coming over here. Yep, and it is. So that will mix with our cinnabar ore to make actual cinnabar. So if we ignore this, we'll now get cinnabar, which if we put you on the downside, I thought you would work. Why are you not working? You are never active. That's why you're not working. Okay. So that goes there, and it will eventually make its way over here to the induction smelter by way of this interface. So we could probably use some speed upgrades on this interface, but we'll hold off on that until I'm sure everything's working. Okay, so you are now full of blazing pyrotheum, and we should see upstairs that there is blazing pyrotheum in here, or, well, a little bit of gelid pyrotheum. Yep, there's some going in there. Not sure how much we're going to get out of that, but because there's no other place to put the fluids, it will eventually back stuff, and that will be fine. Looks like we're going to get, what, a quarter bucket for a stack, so we'll only get, what, is that 16 buckets? Okay, and we'll put whatever, 4 buckets of it in there, so we should have about 12 buckets. So, where are we left now? We need to make cryotheum dust and pyrotheum dust, and it can't seem to make either of those right now. So why is that? Let's see here. We need to make snowballs, and then we need to put them in there. So if I make the snowballs, what happens? Okay, you start doing that. And then you are going to take these snowballs and put them into here. But you're not going to go anywhere, and that's because you are not in always active mode. Okay, so we're getting blizz powder, but blizz powder is only part of the story. We also need more snowballs to go out the bottom as well into the system. But we need to only have, a certain amount of them. So we're going to have to find a way to turn this on and off, because we don't want this running continuously and filling up with snowballs. Well, I guess we could put a drawer in there somewhere and void them. I'll have to think a little bit more about that. So where does that leave us? We still need to know how to auto-craft blaze rods into blaze powder. So let's see here. If I cancel everything, it says it wants to make pyrotheum dust, but it needs blaze powder. And it wants to make cryotheum dust, but doesn't have any blizz powder. I'm guessing it does have blizz powder, or at least it's getting blizz powder. Yeah, as soon as it makes it, it will make more. But at some point, there's not going to be any snowballs in the system, I don't think. Alright, I'm going to wrap the episode up here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.